It's a party in the engine room. In the engine room we go jam it steady. In the engine room we go get on my say. In the meantime, why don't you join the line? Grab your bottle and spoon and come play me party.
As we jam to the sweet, sweet sounds of the Steelpan, of course, being played by Samantha Williams, the captain of the UE Panorama Steelpan Orchestra. I welcome you to another episode of Carnival CEEN. We're so happy to be hanging with you. So happy because we have a packed show in store for you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Mariah Ramharak, and I'm hanging out with the two usual suspects. To my right, Keno Johnson, and of course, Gerard Morrisili, of course, MCLD.
Suspect playing Steelpan today, bye.
Suspect of what?
Sweet music, Steelpan.
Suspect loves Carnival.
You guys turn the prolific Jamaican garbage pans,
My gosh.
slash or well-renowned jerk pans into musical
We're
instruments,
that
right?
kind of people, you know, we can take anything and we can make it absolutely beautiful. That's what we are as Trini. So yeah,
So
Keno.
it started here? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, I'm saying
No,
Jamaica
one
is the
thing about-
epicenter of the Caribbean. Yeah.
Do we really want to do that right
Yeah,
now?
let's not have that
Do we really want to
discussion.
play that
Let's not
game,
have that
you know?
discussion. Because we're focusing on Trinidad's national instrument, Trinidad
Come on,
and Tobago's national instrument,
I'm
that
repping.
has infiltrated not only the rest
Oh
of
yeah,
the region, but
I'm
the
from
world.
Sando. I'm from San Fernando. I'm from South.
Even Keno is
Keno.
representing
Yeah,
today.
represent.
Keno, you can't
I
just put
from
on, you cannot just put on a Trinidad shirt and think you become a Trini
No, but he's
automatically.
all right.
I is under 17 national footballer.
Under 17?
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's still fits, right? It's not about me, it's not about LDB, it's not about Mariah. It's always about Mariah, but not right now. It's about Samantha Williams. Samantha, how long have you been playing Steelpan?
Since 2012.
Since 13 years. So how did you get into it? I hear a Jamaican boom, boom, accent, but how did you get into Steelpan?
It was actually my second year doing undergrad at UE that I walked by Students' Union and heard the band playing. And I just walked over, saw that they were playing Pan and said I have to join.
The memories.
What do you love most about it? Because, you know, one of the things when I speak to panists, one of the things they always say is that, you know, it takes them away from
I like it,
you take them away from the normal everyday problems that they may be experiencing. You know, it calms them, it soothes them. What did you get from playing Pan?
Pan is my life, basically. So I work at a music school. I'm the admin coordinator at the Alpha School of Music. Right now in my office, my double seconds is right there at my desk. So when I go in, I'll be playing Pan. When I leave work, I go to rehearsal at Panorama. On a weekend, I'm with my church band, Church of the
Have you
Transfiguration.
ever been to Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, I actually went first in 2016. I played with, well, it was Cal Invaders at the time. And then I went back in 2020 when they became Shell Invaders. Yeah, so I've been playing with Invaders. I also played with Starlift. And at the time, when I went in 2016, I played with Nostran Symphony, which was a single pan band.
You've been doing this thing.
Well, Samantha, is it a case where you didn't know Pan at all? Because you said you started in 2012. Or did you have some kind of musical inclination already?
I've always been doing music.
Okay.
So my first instrument was the piano, and then I learned to play the drums. I've always been seeing videos of people playing pan, and we have some replicas in the craft markets. So I would always go there just to look at them. And I think the first time I saw a Panorama video was about 2005, maybe.
5, okay.
So yes, Samantha Williams, captain of the UE Panorama.
UE Panorhythm.
UE Panorhythm Steel Orchestra. No
Yes.
Inc. Limited Association.
No.
Or none of that. But speaking of Panorama, the excitement is in the air. I've gone back to my roots. And yes, speaking of Steelpan, rhythm, vibes, and culture, this is how passionate and serious folks are in Trinidad about Steelpan. Check out this feature on Panorama.
Keno.
Can you feel the love on a stranger's face? When my people dancing through time and space. It's our energy when we come down there. They say all we know is to jump and wave. It's in every creed and race. And the carnival is the holy grail. I feel I could stay right here, living the mass all the year. I feel I could stay right here. Look how the mass everywhere. Everybody charge up, we going higher, full of energy, energy. Everybody charge up, we going higher, full of energy, energy.
The atmosphere tonight is invigorating. There's so many different artists out here. The energy and everyone coming together from all of the different countries gathering right here in Port of Spain has been an invigorating moment in history and time.
I am supporting Pan. The atmosphere and the greens, as you can see, is electric. Everybody is kind of hyped for the bands to play. And we're just really waiting for the large bands to start especially.
So I've been coming to the North Stands since I was 13. I love it. For me, I call this Christmas Day. This is my Christmas. I love Phase 2, I love Renegades. They are my two bands, I love them all.
Well, I mean, I'm an Exodus girly because from birth, my daddy was affiliated with Exodus, so it's only natural we supporting Exodus today. Big up Exodus every time.
I'm here for the vibes, I'm here for the feeling, so enjoy it.
The North Stand is where the tempo is the pinnacle of happiness, or the pinnacle of happiness. Total freedom, total love, total vibes. Trinidad and Tobago, I love you.
No, we love Panorama. The Panorama is part of our culture and we intend to come every year. So the North Stand is something we've been doing since kids and we're going to continue doing this until the end of time. So we love North Stand. Thank you. Marky.
Yeah, and we expect RBC Redemption Soundsetters to win.
Celebration. 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 So throw your hands up in the air. Come throw your hands up in the air. Come throw your hands up in the air. Come throw your hands up in the air. Celebration.
Of course, that Steelpan video showing a lot of emotions. Carnival is a week culture and it's a part of us. It brings out the best in so many different people. You can see the emotions of those that are taking part, of the young ones, of Marshall Montano, of course. So many good.
I'm like, wow.
What is happening with you?
You just want some music.
Yeah, I wanted something for under Mariah's beautiful soliloquy of passion and purpose and pan.
Yeah, I'm trying to say, you know, how much it means to us as Trinis, how much, you know, we can highlight how we really feel about it. And I think that video gave a perfect description of how just even the spectators, the man on the road, the child, how much, you know, emotion comes out, how much passion for the Steelpan, and so good to see the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago.
I'm sorry, I was playing the violin just now, but I forgot it's Pan.
Yeah. All right, Samantha is still with us, so you can forget, but she is with us playing the beautiful Steelpan in the background. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're coming right back. This is Carnival CEEN.
In the engine room, we go get on massive. In the meantime, why don't you join me? Grab your bottle and spoon, and come let me party in the engine room. Hey, I'm telling you now, if we could just put aside the pride and let Jaja be the guide, then love will be the prize, and no one will feel that type of way. Get together, radiator and battery, no transmission from the factory. Look into whatever you want, but you know that.
Welcome back. Carnival CEEN. Samantha's in the background playing some lovely Steelpan. You just saw her, and we just learned a little bit about Panorama, a little bit about Steelpan, and of course now we're going to talk to the people in charge of the regulation of Steelpan competition and Panorama in Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, Panorama 2025 under the theme Steelpan for So Unleash the Power, and Kwesi is going to join us now. He's the PRO of Pan Trinbago. Kwesi Moore, his name, and let's have a chat with Kwesi. Kwesi, Panorama, I saw a glimpse of what happens at Panorama, especially with where it comes to competition this weekend, well, last weekend gone, and it looks fantastic. Tell me a little bit more about what is to come for 2025. What can we look forward to?
Well, right. So we just completed the semi-final round of the medium and large conventional band category last weekend. And I do want to say that that competition was absolutely fantastic and stellar. I found the bands brought more than their A game. They brought their A++ game, and they treated the semi-final round like a final round because the competition is so fierce and so tight. And of course, the top 10 bands in both the medium and in the large categories will progress to their respective finals. The medium finals takes place this coming Sunday, the 23rd of February, in Tobago, and the large finals takes place on Saturday, the 1st of March, 2025, in the Queen's Park Savannah.
Yeah,
that would more or less wrap up our competition for Panorama 2025. But that is just where we are right now. We've actually launched the Panorama season in November of last year and completed our single pan round of the competition in December and our small man round of the competition already in January. So we are just about halfway through the entire competition, and we are extremely proud of the work that these bands have been putting on and shows that these bands have been producing for the past 2-3 months. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now give me a little bit of a brief history of Pan Trinbago and the entity as it is known. How did it come about, and where is it looking to head?
Sure. So Pan Trinbago is the world governing body for Steelpan. It was incorporated by an act of parliament in the 20th century. It has the responsibility for ensuring or seeking all the interests of steel bands, steel band players, and all of other aspects and facets of the Steelpan industry. We do that, of course, here mainly in Trinidad and Tobago as the birthplace of the Steelpan, but we do have connections, and we are in the advanced stages of establishing further connections with different Steelpan organizations throughout the world, of the region, in North America, Central America, in Europe, in Japan, and we provide support to a lot of these competitions throughout the year in terms of sponsoring trophies, and a lot of the times we do attend the different panoramas to provide that sort of support as well. So it's all encompassing, and we do events throughout the year. It's not only Panorama, we're not Panorama focused. Of course, we do a lot of advocacy work, which would have realized World Steelpan Day on August 11th by the United Nations, and in Trinidad and Tobago, we would have recently, through an act of parliament, declared the Steelpan as the national musical instrument. And of course, the most recent would have been the advocacy to have it on the coat of arms.
Yeah. And you know, Kwesi, as a Trini, I feel so proud whenever, I go around the world and I hear the sweet, sweet sounds of the Steelpan. And I always say to people, it's part of our culture. I love how you just touched on the part about, it being a part of the coat of arms now. That's to speak about the passion that we as Trinis have for the Steelpan. I think many a times when we think competition, other Caribbean people may not understand, like the way our paws raise when you hear the beats of the steel pan. I saw clips of Machel Montano, of course, dancing and, you know, just really having a good time. The youngsters on the street, as a Trini, that's what you know. Can you talk to me a bit about the passion for what you do? And of course, you know, just explain to the rest of the Caribbean what it really feels like to be a Trini and know that the steel pan is your national instrument.
Pick up on your last point. There was always a kind of misconception in Trinidad and Tobago that the pan was already our national musical instrument, but that came from a declaration made by the then Prime Minister, the late Patrick Manning, who made the statement in Parliament that, you know, the steel pan would be recognized as such. But having the formal declaration take place through a vote of the lower house and the upper house, and then of course assented to by our president last year, is indeed a remarkable achievement. And that's something about having that official makes it all the more special, which is why this Panorama this year feels a lot different. It feels absolutely special and spectacular for all steel pan players, musicians, and of course Pan Trinbago being the governing body. But to your other question rather about the passion, I don't even know how to begin to explain what the pan does or how it makes persons feel. As a player, I'm a player myself. Yeah. There's no feeling that compares to being behind your instrument. I just want people to imagine the favorite thing that they like to do, multiplied by 10, and how that makes them feel, the endorphins that it releases, you know, the chemical reaction in the body and things like that. That's what pan does. The ecstasy, the adrenaline, the drive, the ability to work on a song, let's put it in the Panorama context, work on it, develop it, perfect it for a couple of weeks at a time, and then have the opportunity to perform it in front of judges and spectators and hundreds and thousands of persons, and then advance to the stage, going on that big stage with the big lights and having the whole crowd, you know, cheer and encourage you.
Yeah.
There's no feeling like it in the world. But beyond the performance aspect of pan is more than just that panorama and performance aspect. There's social development that takes place in a pan yard. The pan yard is the place where steel bands rehearse in Trinidad and Tobago and throughout the world, and you most often find them in what you'd call depressed or deprived communities. And it's there where all the natural talent comes from, persons that may not have had an opportunity otherwise to explore their talents and explore their skills, have the opportunity to do so in a pan yard. And where there may be deleterious activities in that community, the pan yard acts as that safe space and pulls them away from what could potentially be a very difficult and troublesome life for them. Oh. Pan is about social transformation. Our president always talks about that. And then there's also prosperity in pan. There's money in pan. It's not just about, you know, coming and do it for the fun of it. As a player, there are potential benefits for remuneration. There's opportunities in the tuning industry, in the marketing. There's a whole range of things. And pan is just all-encompassing. And as the world governing body for pan, we continue to try to take things to the next level. And we've done a lot of work over the last 6 and, well, more specifically 3 years under the leadership of our current president, Mrs. Beverly Ramsey Moore. And we look forward to continued progress in the years to come.
Kwesi, on Loop News, we see the highs and the lows of the semifinals of Pans. It's big business, and as you said, there's money in Pan. Cats and Jammers top medium band in semis. Mariah, if I'm butchering anything, I apologize. So you have medium,
here to help me.
medium, large pans, and then I'm looking at the results on Loop News, and I'm seeing 1st through 10th separated by 16 points. Now, I'm a sports enthusiast, and if anything is 16 points, that separates 1st through 10th. That is real very competition.
Yeah. Very
also on Loop News, we see where there was a few parking hiccups. Kwesi, anything you want to say to the public about how to park, what signs to follow ahead of the March 1st final at the Queen's Park, Savannah?
Well, we notice those concerns that persons have, and of course the competition has been growing and been attracting a lot more support from members of the public. All one has to do is look at the preliminary round of the competition for the large bands and see the massive droves of persons that showed up. So because of that, we are now looking at putting things in place in terms of additional parking in the Port of Spain area in the capital city for patrons to be able to have a comfortable experience for the Panorama competition. Because while we attract a lot of people, we don't want to deter them in future because of logistical issues that could have been avoided. So we will put out notices and press releases on our social media pages and websites within the coming days as we work out additional parking accommodations and things like that for persons who are interested in attending.
All right, Kwesi, thank you very much. Kwesi, the PRO of Pan Trinbago Inc. They are the world governing body of Steelpan.
Yes, the world governing body. I'm glad you said
Who
that.
knew?
World.
We have the UE Panorama representative in the building. She's the captain, Samantha. She's going to take us to the break. Kwesi, let me know. Tell me if you like this beat. Let me know. Go, Sam. Let me hear. Okay. Okay.
So as Christmas pass, and I'm ring in my pocket, punching for all the bad spirits. That's not the power.
Yeah. We here for a good time. Not a long time.
Yo, every time LDV has a set, if he's out playing 10 times, he starts with this song 9 times.
No, 10.
10?
Or
I
11.
stand corrected. Maria is not really the dancey type. If
Oh,
it's
that's what you
dancehall or some...
think? I don't dance at the office. On the road, you don't want to see me.
Okay, so I'm 0 for 2.
Why wouldn't we want to see you?
One thing for sure, this is a big tune. Drink and party, automatic
And that's
vibes
me.
build
I
up.
love to drink and party.
No. This segment they represent, we're gonna hum that tune. So if this was a song, we each have to hum a song. And the lovely Samantha is under pressure because she has to guess it. So for example, Drink and Party, Viking Ding Dong. You see, easy peasy. Easy peasy, hum a sound. I think Viking Ding Dong will be proud of humming the song like that. What you guys think?
No,
Was
I
it
think
proud?
he'd be very disappointed. You literally, you didn't do a good job with his song.
No, it was alright. It was alright.
Viking Ding Dong, hum a sound.
I wish I could hear him personally. Like,
Hum a sound. Sound good? Sound good?
you know why?
Yeah, man.
Wait.
Who is that on the line? Hello?
You know?
Yeah?
I was about to ask you why you song.
How did he do, Viking?
Viking Ding Dong, Mr. Drink and Party. It's your time. Surprise, guys. Original man.
No, but I was just
Live
about to
here at
ask
the
you
Carnival
why
CEEN. Do
you
we have him?
song like you
I sound like Viking Ding Dong a while ago, right? I sound like him, yes?
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up?
Can you tell him, Viking Ding Dong, that he butchered your song, please?
Bro, I tried.
Yeah, man. You have a vibe still, man. You have a vibe still.
Virgin for life.
If anybody know what vibes is Viking, trust me.
Yes.
Yeah, how are you doing this carnival season? How is it back home in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah, right now the carnival season is very hectic for me because I have one of the leading songs right now.
Yeah.
A song entitled Throwback.
We have that tune.
Yeah.
Throwback, baby. Our producer's gonna play that song right now because, as you said, Throwback, it is one of the biggest tunes.
Biggest tunes.
Speaking of Throwback, Dingers, we'll have you on the set because you are a musical connoisseur. Yeah, you have vibes and Drink and Party and all these lovely songs. However, you went back into history and you tied in some deep Trinidad soca calypso vibes, as well as our main guest here, Samantha Williams. Steelpan, the core, the pulse of Trinidad music. Tell us how important the history of music is into everything you write, as well as the Steelpan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I just went back in time because in order for you to know where you're going, you don't know where you come from. So I just thought I would have just bridged the gap by tying the both together to create this great song. And they are receiving it very well. So I'm just happy to be at the place I'm in right now, to be consistently doing everything that I wanted to do. So this Thursday, we are having a competition where I'm going to be competing against some of the biggest in Trinidad right now.
Wow.
So Friday, I could be the champion, so I hope to be on the show again.
Wow, well, congratulations, Viking Ding Dong. I know you're going to put a lot of energy and effort into that production. Can you just give us a tease of what we are to expect?
Well, the name of the song is Throwback, so I'm going all the way back. So it's from disco lights, the skaters,
We see the outfit. We call it barefoot pants.
Hello. I tried to think.
That same outfit in the video.
Yeah.
I'm doing it in sequence.
Sequence.
But Dingers, I need to ask you though, because it is a great thing to see competition back in Trinidad and Tobago after so many years of not having international soca man. How you feel about having soca competition return to Trinidad and Tobago, and how big of a thing is it for you to go out there and get a title?
So honestly, it's a great thing because it also encourages the youth to come on board and actually be a part of the art form. So it's a very big encouragement for the youth to really come on board as well. So because we have people like Young Brother on it as well, so it's giving it a nice balance. So the competition right now and the marketing behind the competition is very good, especially for artists like myself who is on the trajectory of being a household name.
Yeah.
So it's doing very well in the ecosystem right now. So I'm looking forward to this Thursday. Looking forward to putting on a massive production because the production can help me in terms of the bookings after the season. So I'm going all out.
Yeah, you're gonna be booked and busy, man. Booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
Yeah.
Speaking of camaraderie and passion and competition, no one can compete with this duo, you and Nyla.
Oh God.
Best friend.
Oh God.
How did you focus in the studio? And she's a songbird, she's a great professional, but tell us about the best friend collab.
So the best friend collab, I had the best friend collab a while now. So I've been reaching out to other females to get on it, and just before I actually put out the track, I said I'm gonna reach out tonight, and she was like, yeah, I love it.
Wicked.
And within 2 weeks, she did it, and that is the outcome of the best friend song right now.
Our best tune.
No, Nyla's been doing a lot of work this year for sure. And to see this collaboration here, I didn't expect it, honestly, so.
Yep. And Trinidad is where I usually get all my music, but I've heard this song for the first time in Jamaica on the radio. Yeah. So Viking Ding Dong, he sends me all his files, and I appreciate that respect and big up, and I help LDV and others circulate the tune them. However, I almost called him in rage because somebody in Jamaica got the song before me. I was like, brother, but it's all good. Before we go, spare us 90 more seconds. You are our honorary judge for Hum That Tune. Sherry is gonna give us some tunes, and we each have 15 seconds for Samantha over there to play the tune. So we're gonna go radio silence. Who will go for? No, ladies first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. So he's the judge.
Oh
That's
my,
one tune.
I'm so pressured.
Mariah has to hum that tune. Everybody at home, play along. Samantha, are you ready?
Can I pick again?
4, 3, 2, 1. Hum that tune.
I don't even know how to start.
Oh, Blanche, she's on. All right, come, LDV. Mason.
See what's going on.
Mason.
Mine was a tough one,
It is a tough one. So,
Let's see, what's this?
Trinidad, 0. You have a man all the way from Trinidad representing.
You gave me a wrong one.
No.
Oh.
All right, LDV, let's go. Let me see mine. 3, 2, 1. Hum that tune. I know.
I'm not getting it.
Ding Dong, you know.
What are you humming?
You don't know it?
No.
Ready now? Everybody know. That was painful.
I want to pick again.
All right, Mariah, we're gonna give you 30 more seconds. I'm ready. Hum that tune.
This one.
Oh God.
Y'all are too good at this, so I'm gonna try again. You're gonna
You want
help me?
another paper?
Yeah, I'm gonna help her out.
You gonna help her out?
I'm gonna help her out
You
with
go.
this one.
All right, cool.
Ready?
Hum that tune. Mr. Judge.
I think
I'm already drunk. 3-0.
This is Carnival Scene. Barbados 1, Trinidad 1, Jamaica 1. Everybody's all about. Thank you very much, Samantha Williams and the entire team who's here from UE, Panorama Steel Orchestra, Viking Ding Dong, under the weather, but always over vibes. We appreciate, we love, we salute you, brother. Say hi to Nyla for me, best friend. Say hi to best friend for me. Throwback Baby doing vibes on the airwaves, so big up to that. Listen out for that tune on the road, Throwback, when it hit the big truck on the speakers, trust me, it's a whole vibe. So from the whole team right here, Carnival Scene.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next week.
All right, respect.
I make a trip to your hips and baby. I walk away till your lips focus. You're so sweet, so nice and dear. I know your friends like a bag of impress. See my team, we don't really waste time. Your arms up cause you know what we like. You wanna taste this one more time.